I think it's incredibly important to have representation from all walks of life in our workforce, because I think it makes us better. My name's Ayer. I'm a professor in the Department of Oncological Sciences. I'm also the Senior Director of Cancer Training and Career Enhancement here at HCI. I'm also an investigator at Huntsman Cancer Institute. My group for the last 15 years has really been interested in how cells sense and respond to different nutrients that feed tumors. Cancer cells have really figured out a way to use a lot more glucose than normal cells. And if we can understand the mechanisms that drive that high level of glucose use, we can potentially starve tumor cells. It was kind of always science. My father was a medicinal chemist in his professional life. One of the great things about science is there is a fair amount of creativity that goes into it. Trying to make connections between different areas of research that aren't incredibly obvious or not immediately obvious. The best scientists are the ones who are most creative and can think outside the box. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I've really become a pretty dedicated yogi. So I go probably to 4 or 5 yoga classes per week. Now, I wouldn't say I'm great at it, but I know what most of the poses are, and I don't scream out in pain when I do them. My postdoctoral mentor was really an inspiration and continues to be so. His name is Robert Eisenman. He's a scientist at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center is where I did my postdoctoral training. And his level of enthusiasm for the work he did was really an inspiration, and it's something that I've admired ever since. They're really the people who drive cancer research forward, is the trainees. It's just so inspirational to see young trainees find their stride, mentor them, help them along the way, and get them to the point where they become the experts. And they're actually in some ways teaching you more than you've been able to teach them. We have open arms and are really most interested in providing opportunities to students who wouldn't normally have chances to come to a cancer institute. Diversity is incredibly important, and it's pretty well established that the biomedical research workforce does not reflect the diversity in our population. A diversity of opinions, a diversity of training, a diversity of ideas provides strength that I think can be really foundational. I think it's incredibly important to have sort of representation from all walks of life in our workforce, because I think it makes us better.